Hi, today I want to use NgComponentOutlet to render components dynamically. So in Angular, there are like 3 ways to render user interface dynamically based on some logic. One is NgTemplateOutlet that display NgTemplate based on some conditions. If we are using components, there are 2 ways to do it. The simpler version is NgComponentOutlet that I'm going to show later. The other way is to use ViewContainerRef. That is a little complicated, and I'm not going to show it in this video. So today I want to render components based on this link that I click. So in this UI, I have 3 hyperlinks. So when I click all, like both Pokemon stat component and Pokemon abilities component will be rendered. If I click stats, only Pokemon stat component will be rendered. If I click abilities, only Pokemon abilities component will be rendered. So I'm gonna use NgComponentOutlet. I have never used it before. So let's see if I can achieve my goal successfully today. So let's begin. So first, I want to use ViewChild to query these anchor elements, and then iterate query list to construct click observables. So let's do that. So for children, the template variable is selection. Read element ref, and let's call it selections query list. The type of the element is element ref, HTML link element. Okay. So I need to implement after build init lifecycle hook because selections is undefined in ng on init based on my previous experience. Okay, so I query all the things. So let me iterate the query list in order to construct the click observable. So map native element. Okay, so these links have a type data attribute, and I'm going to convert the string to Pokemon tab enum to enforce type safety. So let's write some code to convert the data attribute to an enum, to the corresponding enum value. So native data set type. Okay, if the value does not exist, default to all. Enum value. This one is okay, so Pokemon value as key of type of Pokemon tab. And return from event. So when the hyperlink is clicked, I want to return the enum value for now. So I have an array of observables. I want to merge it. I want to merge all the observables to emit one enum value. Or statistics ability. Okay, so I have successfully created a subscription that can log the value of each click. I want to simplify the code. I want to combine the statements into one. So after I get the enum value, I want to use the enum value to return the components that need to render dynamically. Let me create a component map that map enum value to a list of components. So if it's statistic, I only need to render a Pokemon stats component. Activities. if the enum value is all, I need to render. Okay, so after I map the enum value, I map the value to the components to be rendered. So let me check again. Okay, component stack. This one. Pokemon abilities component. Okay, both components. Okay, so the merge observable is almost done, but I want to provide an initial value. So when no click happens, I want both components to render. So let me provide an initial value, which is this dot component map mon tab 4. Great. So both components are returned when I don't click any hyperlink here. So I have the components. I need to render them dynamically using NgComponentOutlet. So NgComponentOutlet has 3 different syntaxes. So in my case, I need to use the second one. I need to provide a dynamic component or components and an injector. It is because Pokemon stack component and Pokemon ability component requires a Pokemon object. I cannot provide it using input decorator, but at least I don't know how. Therefore, I need to inject the Pokemon using a custom injector. So let me copy the example here to create an injector. Okay, first I need to inject an injector. So injector inject. I need to declare my injector. Parent is injector. I don't. Okay, so the provider. Oh, sorry, desktop injector. Okay, the provider doesn't require any dependency. Okay, I need to declare an injection token. Which I had already written in advance, which is good. So Pokemon token. Yeah. Okay, so injected create is deprecated. Is it deprecated? Okay, no, it's not. Okay, I got it. Working injector. And then I need to inject change detection reference. The change it to ref. To perform a change detection. Should be marked for check. Well, it's because after I create an injector and uses it inline template, I want Angular to perform a change detection to render the inline template to display the Pokemon details during first load. I'm going to remove the dot subscribe here because I don't need it to debug the value of, the result of the observable. I know this observable returns the correct list of components to render, but I have to declare an observable to store the result. So, any and it doesn't look very good. Give me a sec. It is an array of type of stat, type of array. I want to move the type above. Dynamic array. Yeah. Yeah, much better. I know it. The observable returns an array of dynamic components. Now I want to use ng to iterate the observable. So I need to import ng. And I also need to import a SymByte because I need to resolve the observable in the inline template. So let's see. NG4 component of components missing. Oh, sign. Okay. And then I need to render the dynamic components using NgComponentOutlet. So let me import NgComponentOutlet. Okay. It happens because Pokemon is no longer an input. I need to inject I need to inject the value of a Pokemon token. Let's see. That ability or wait a second. When I click these buttons, only this part is updated. Stat and abilities didn't. Okay, I know why. It's because the Pokemon input is changed in Pokemon tab component, but the injector is still referring to the previous Pokemon. Therefore, both components fail to update. Okay, I need to implement on change just life cycle hook. Then I need to update the injectors. Pokemon. Oh, okay. Okay, I need to share replay to cache. Change code twice. Interesting. Okay. So this is changes Pokemon dot current value is the latest of Pokemon. So I need to create a new injector. Injector. Yes. So I think it's working. Yeah. Well, the last improvement I can think is to maybe create a function to create an injector. It is because this line, right, appears in ng after view init, and then the same one, right, the same expression appears in ng on changes. I don't think it's very dry, so let me do something about it. Be constant create injector. Injector. So this create injector function return a function that accepts Pokemon. And this function create a new injector. So let me use it inside the component. Create injector. And do the same in ng on changes. Like this. Is it working? Let me. What was it? Any error? Oh, now it's good. Okay, I think it's fine now because in first load the component detail shows up. The links are rendering the correct components. Okay, button clicks. Yep, updates all the components. Okay, the input box also works nicely. So that's it. So I have done it. I'm able to use NgComponentOutlet to render components dynamically. So yeah, this is it. If you like my content, you can share it to Angular developers who are using Angular, RxJS, or both. So thank you so much. So goodbye.